Have you ever wondered who invented the computer? Today we're diving deep into the history of this ingenious device. Our journey begins with humble beginnings, in a world where mathematics was done using fingers and toes, and then, lo and behold, came the abacus. The earliest known tool for computing, the abacus, has been around for centuries, helping merchants and scholars alike with their calculations. Now, fast forward to the mysterious Antikythera mechanism. Discovered in an ancient Greek shipwreck, this intricate device made up of gears and wheels was used for predicting astronomical positions and eclipses. It's often hailed as the first analog computer. Enter the 17th century and meet Blaise Pascal, a mathematician and philosopher. He gifted the world with the first mechanical calculator, the Pascaline. This device could add and subtract two numbers directly and multiply and divide by repetition. And while these early devices were impressive, the true birth of computing was yet to come. Enter the 19th century, a time of unprecedented technological advancement. This era's most significant contribution to computer science was Charles Babbage's innovative creation, the Analytical Engine. This machine was an incredible leap forward. It was a mechanical marvel, designed to handle complex calculations and sophisticated data manipulations, marking it as the world's first general-purpose computer. But what's a computer without a programmer? Enter Ada Lovelace, a visionary mathematician. She recognized the potential of the analytical engine beyond mere calculations. Lovelace devised a method for the engine to repeat a series of instructions, an algorithm, laying the groundwork for what we now understand as programming. However, the brilliance of the analytical engine was, ironically, its downfall. Its complexity was too advanced for the technology of the 19th century. Despite Babbage's and Lovelace's trailblazing efforts, the full implementation of their ideas had to wait for another century. The analytical engine was a brilliant concept, but it was too complex for the technology of the time. The realization of this idea had to wait for another century. Fast forward to the 20th century, the era that witnessed the birth of modern computers. The early part of this century saw the development of electromechanical computers, which were intricate machines that used mechanical parts and electrical components to perform calculations. Two standout examples of these early computers were the Z3, created by Konrad Zuse in Germany, and the Harvard Mark I, developed by Howard Aiken and Grace Hopper in the United States. However, the game changed entirely when the ENIAC, or Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer, entered the scene. This behemoth, developed by John Mauchly and J. Presper Eckert, was the first general-purpose electronic computer. It was a massive machine, filling an entire room and consuming a staggering 150 kilowatts of power. But it was capable of computations at a speed that left its electromechanical predecessors in the dust. Yet the ENIAC was not without its flaws. It was notoriously difficult to program and maintain, and its vacuum tubes were prone to burning out, causing frequent breakdowns. This led to the invention of the transistor in the late 40s, a tiny electronic switch that was far more reliable than the vacuum tubes used in the ENIAC. Transistors were smaller, consumed less power, and were far less prone to failure. This invention was a game-changer, enabling computers to become smaller, cheaper, and more reliable. The next major leap in computer technology came with the introduction of integrated circuits in the 60s. An integrated circuit, or a microchip, is a complete electronic circuit contained on a small silicon chip. This technology allowed for even further miniaturization of computer components, leading to the development of the first personal computers. These innovations set the stage for the digital revolution that was about to take place. The birth of modern computers was not just a technological advancement, but a catalyst that transformed every aspect of human life. From the way we communicate to how we work to how we entertain ourselves, the world as we knew it was about to change forever. The digital revolution of the late 20th century changed everything. It was a seismic shift that began with the invention of the microprocessor in the early 70s. This tiny chip, packed with thousands of transistors, transformed computing from a luxury of corporations and governments to an everyday tool for the masses. The microprocessor's debut opened the gates for tech giants like IBM to develop the first personal computers. But it was the visionary trio of Bill Gates, Paul Allen, and Steve Jobs who truly democratized computing. Microsoft, with its Windows operating system, made computers accessible and user-friendly. On the other side of the tech spectrum, Apple, with its sleek design and innovative interface, made computers not just functional, but desirable. Yet the revolution was far from over. The birth of the internet in the late 90s catapulted us into the digital age. It turned computers from standalone machines into interconnected devices, sparking a new era of information exchange. The internet transformed the way we communicate, work, learn, and entertain. It has become an inseparable part of our lives, redefining the very fabric of society. From room-sized machines to devices that fit in our pockets, computers have come a long way. The digital revolution has not just changed the face of computing, but it has reshaped our world. It's an ongoing journey, one that continues to push the boundaries of what's possible, and it all started with a tiny chip and a big dream. Today, computers are everywhere and they continue to evolve at a rapid pace. Our world is now defined by cloud computing, where data is stored and processed over the internet. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is becoming more sophisticated, helping us make decisions and even predicting our needs. Quantum computing, still in its infancy, promises speeds unimaginable with today's technology. Who knows what the future holds? But one thing is certain: the journey of the computer is far from over.